Hi, and welcome to Appalachian Living on the Farm. I'm Tracy Fletcher McLaughlin, and look what a wonderful, wonderful day we have today. Can you believe Thanksgiving is behind us? Christmas is just around the corner, and you know, if you're talking 3 weeks, 3+ weeks, oh my gosh, it's really upon us with the decorating, the planning, the cooking, all the things that we have going on. It's just so, it just goes by so fast. Anyway, we have finished up our decorating outside here on the farm today and getting ready to move inside. And as we promised you, we were going back to the McDaniel Christmas tree farm, and we did. Picked out some beautiful, beautiful Christmas trees. I want you to take a look at those right now. What a wealth of knowledge those people are. They've been doing it for over 40 years, and they do a great, great job. So we want to take you to the McDaniel Christmas tree farm and let you enjoy a little bit about what they do and how they have such beautiful, beautiful Christmas trees. Take a look.
Folks, you're looking at the top of White Top.
This. You want to tell us how you start out, what starts the seedlings, and what you do?
Okay, the cones, you see those cones on top? That is your cones where the seed comes from. That's your seed. You have male bloom that hangs down this way on these. I don't have it here to show you, but it hangs down where your pollen's at. That's your male. This is your female, and actually the seed is their grandparent.
Okay, so once we've done the cones, we've got the male and the female. So what actually makes the seedlings? How do we go from there? How do they start?
We pick the cones and dry them out.
Okay.
And we put them in a seed bed like a tobacco bed.
Okay.
And usually the best way is you get one of those black cloths and hold it up high, so high
Okay.
for shade, to look as much close to nature as possible.
Right.
That way you don't have to water as much, to give it a better root system.
Okay.
And once you've been there for 2 to 3 years, they get about this tall.
Okay.
Then you take them and put them in a line-out bed through fields and hold them there for another couple, 3 years, what have you.
Wow.
And then after you get through with that, you take them out of there and transplant them into the bed, into the field.
Okay.
As seedlings that are about this tall, so now they're 5 or 6 years old.
Wow.
Now once they do that, they grow about a foot a year.
Okay.
You start from there, and each foot they come. About a foot a year you can push them, and that's about it to keep them full.
So what do you tell us about fertilizing and how do you take care of them? I know you said watering, and what else do we do?
You have it fertilized. Your nitrogen is your first number, just going to make it grow good. Your second number is your phosphorus. It sets your buds, gives you more of a bud set. Also works with magnesium, which helps build the chlorophyll to do it too.
Okay. Okay.
After that, you got your potash. Your potash is not as important on a fir because it keeps a plant sturdy, but it's 80% of the nitrogen, the earth's potash.
Okay.
80% of it. They grow so much, you shape them. You need calcium. The calcium in your tree helps hold your needles and helps keep it from shedding. Calcium nitrate, but you don't want to raise your pH too high. The pH is between 5.2 and 5.8.
Okay. Now tell us about shaping them. How
Okay,
do
now
you shape them?
you take a shirring knife. It's actually a bread knife. And you shape the shirring like this, and just trim them
All the way around.
all the way around, and then work your top.
Okay.
Your top is basically half of your top here, which has to be one straight top, which is a foot, of course, because you only push 1 foot a year. This is your swirl. You're going to run your swirl if you can. half the distance or 1 inch more than I like to, because it helps keep it just a little full.
Right, right. Well, this is beautiful and full. And like you said, the needles, and that's from the calcium or the
Calcium helps hold your needles.
And look, they are staying on, and that's one of the things buying trees when you buy them off of lots that are already cut. A lot of the times the needles will fall off, but these are beautiful, and look how full. These are gorgeous. So this tree, we're guessing is like, I'm 6, so this is like 7, 8.
I reach 7'1".
Okay, so there you go. So this is like how old is this tree?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12.
About 12 years old. It takes about 12 years to get this tree to this height. So we really appreciate the time and the effort that goes into this. We just go to the store and buy them, or to the farm. We're lucky enough to be here today to pick out our own and be able to cut them. We are in the market for some trees today. So we are going to the other side of the farm, and we're going to look for a couple of different trees. We need a few different heights, and he knows exactly where these trees are, right? Let's go get some trees. Okay, so Tim's here with me, and we found another one. This one is going on our cottage on the porch. So this is our old-timey tree that has the colored lights. So here we go. Tim, it's all yours. So this is the last tree we're going to get today. This one will go in our den. We're about 8 feet tall plus here, so this is pretty exciting. You guys have got to come by Conner Rock, Virginia. Come to McDaniel's Christmas Tree Farm, because these are the best help I've seen in a long time to help pick out, to help do anything that you need. They will give you the direction of the prettiest trees around. So come by and check them all out. Let's go get these trees in the truck and head back home.
Thank you, guys.
What did you think about that? What an experience. These people really know what they're doing. Like I said, with all the years that they've put into this, they know what's going on, and he really does have it down to a science. I so much enjoyed my trip there. Something else I didn't discover until we got back was when we picked out our trees, we brought them back home, brought them into the house. One thing we didn't discover until I started decorating, and I'm going to share that with you. I want you to see, this year I feel like I got the most extra special tree of all time. I've never gotten a tree like this, and I'm going to show you why. Let's go on inside.
Voice Magazine for Women and Modern Day Appalachia Woman, magazines with a regional footprint. We are expanding and we are hiring. We are looking for energetic people who want to have a career in presenting a well-branded and respected product. Become a member of our team and a member of a growing successful company. Email your resume or video today.
Like I said before, this is our first tree that we've put up from the McDaniel's Christmas Tree Farm, and we're so excited. It's so fresh, and I love the smell inside the house. You can smell the difference, and when it's so fresh, the sap is just coming out. And they do absorb a lot of water, which Kevin told us that it's nature. Go by what nature does and give them water. This is our first tree of the season. There's something special about this tree, and I'm so excited. I was kind of jumping up and down. I was texting everyone when I found this out, and calling my husband, and so excited. And I want you to check out this tree from top to bottom, from the angel to the poinsettias, and tell me what you find extra special about this tree. Did you see it? Did you see the bird's nest? I've never in my life had a tree that had a bird's nest in it. And you know, there's a German saying that says if you find a bird's nest in your tree, that you will have a year full of health and wealth and happiness. It's about that. People give gifts each year to put bird's nests on their tree for good luck. And I love the wealth, the health, and the happiness. I'm going to stick with that because I am part German, and a lot of us are here in the Appalachian Mountains. So when you get your tree this year, look for that bird's nest. What a beautiful, pleasant surprise to me. And hopefully I'm going to keep this bird's nest throughout the years. Now, having said that, we are going to move along from the living room, where you see our tree, into our dining room. Remember our Thanksgiving centerpiece that we put together a piece at a time with the natural leaves and the pine cones and the wood circles and the candles? Well, we're going to transform that from Thanksgiving into Christmas, one step at a time. Here's how we're going to do it. How was that for a transformation from Thanksgiving into Christmas? Remember one thing, we have the piece here in front of us. You can use this piece if you choose to keep it in your dining room. You can also use it on a mantel. You can put it on a cocktail table. We chose to put it in the breakfast room. And it's great for us for having breakfast or dinner or whatever we eat here, just the two of us. Also, next go around, next time that we're with you, you will see what we're going to do I hate to use the word transforming again, but we're going to do something different with this area, our little breakfast room, for our Christmas party. Dawn and I are having a small get-together for Christmas well, actually before Christmas, but a small party for our friends and people that we love. And we want, we're going to be entertaining, so we're going to change this area into something a little different. And you'll see that next time. In the meantime, it's going to be our little slice of heaven that we can enjoy together. Also, you know, candles are such a statement. Actually, any time of the year or anywhere that you want to use them. I love candles. I think they're beautiful. We want to give you a couple of little tips that you can do that are so simple. You know, I am a bargain shopper. I shop where I can find the best deals. And local chain stores, small stores, it doesn't matter. Love to get candles and vases. There's a world of different things that you can do with just candles and vases. And stickers. Stickers are fantastic. And we're going to show you a couple of things that you can do with that. Also, glue guns. That is my gun of choice, a glue gun, because you can create the world with a glue gun. And I've tried to do that actually a large portion of my life. So we're going to show you a couple of things that you can do with candles, stickers, and a glue gun. Here you go. How was that for candle decorating 101? It's pretty simple, and you can use these candles in centerpieces. You can decorate the ones that are in your centerpiece. You can use them on the mantle. Bathrooms, they're beautiful in bathrooms, you know, to just kind of jazz them up just a little bit. Tubs, wherever that you want to put that magical Christmas touch. It's a great place to do it. Another thing I love about decorating for Christmas are mantles. Why is it we step into a room, the fireplace is just magic, isn't it? You walk into a room and especially when there's a fire, it's magic. You're just drawn to it. No matter if you're hot, cold, it doesn't matter. The fireplace is just a wonderful place. It's romantic. I'll say that, it's romantic. Not just with a spouse, it just gives a romantic feel in the air. Anyway, so we'd love to decorate those for Christmas. We've got a couple of different things we want to do to spruce up your mantle for you. You know, you can really do a lot with a little, and I'm kind of all about that. Use your imagination, because who's judging you or who's scoring you? Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So when you create a masterpiece and it's beautiful to you, isn't that all that counts? Really? You want everybody else to approve it, to enjoy it, and to pat you on the back. But if you're able to see something and then create it, I just think that's beauty coming to life. And that's kind of what we did on our mantle today. And just because, like I said, that's kind of a special place for me for whatever reason, we stayed very, very simple in decorating this mantle, and you're really going to be surprised what you end up with in just starting simply. Well, first of all, we started on a budget. My husband made sure of that. But then using your imagination, seeing the grand picture, and creating. And I want you to watch this video on decorating a mantle, because you start with nothing and then you kind of move. We love fresh greenery, as you know, going to McDaniel Tree Farm. I love fresh greenery. I love live anything, plants, flowers. At Christmas, you gotta have something live, right? So we start with the fresh greenery and build. And that's what we love to do. And again, on a budget. You will be surprised what you can find at your discount stores, as long as you use your imagination. Nothing is wrong. There is nothing that is wrong. If you see it and you dream it and it's your dream, then it's beautiful and it belongs to you. So watch this short video on how I decorated my mantle, and I hope it'll give you a little bit of uplift, a little bit of insight on I can do that, but I'm going to do it a little different, or I'm going to tweak it here or there, but I'm going to make my own masterpiece too. So I hope this is a little bit of an inspiration to you to build your mantle for the Christmas season. Here we go. Thanks for staying with us, and just to recap what we've done in our tiny little bit of Decorating 101. Isn't it amazing what you can do when you put your mind to work? The candles you can create, the table decor you can create, the mantles you can create. It's amazing what you can put together. And also, I was teasing with one of the ladies who are by my poinsettias. I went there yesterday and picked some up, and she was just shaking her head at me because I also get a lot of flowers there for outside during the summer. And she said, "You just love flowers, don't you?" I said, "Yes, I do." Because a couple of different reasons, but you know, we're not just limited to summer for our flowers and our beauty, but poinsettias are so beautiful. And you can pop a poinsettia anywhere. Yes, I say poinsettia and not poinsettia. I'm sorry, I'm from the Appalachian Mountains. But you can pop those things anywhere, and the flowers just bloom and give off beauty, and they brighten up any place you put them. As you notice today, we put them around our hearth and our mantel. We also put them under our Christmas tree. You can put them in corners. You can put them at an entrance as you walk in the door. It's a great place to use them. And those flower stands that you had in the summer, just wipe those off, bring them inside, and stack up your poinsettias. That's a great place to use them. And you can store them until next year, because these poinsettias will last until the cows come home. Anyway, love decorating. It's so much fun. The holidays are a special, special time to decorate. You just feel love. We celebrate the life of our Christ child, and the love just shares throughout from there. And we hope you will enjoy what we're bringing to you, whether it's decorating or cooking, which is coming up. But before that, I did promise that I was going to show you how to tie some bows for your wreaths, for stairways, if you put them on your greenery going down your stairs, wherever you decide to put these bows, maybe in arrangements. We are going to show you how to do bow tying 101. What we need to start with, we need some ribbon. I chose an outdoor ribbon because I've got a couple of more wreaths that I want to hang outside. I know I said I was finished, but I'm not. A couple more wreaths with this. We need some wire, and I use 10-pound wire just because it's a little stronger. When you twist it, which we will be twisting it, it's not going to break. So a little bit stronger, and we need some scissors. This is so simple. First of all, because your hands are going to be tied up when you're doing the bows, did you notice that we brought our candle outside with the snow, because I like the snow outside? So what we want to do, just regular wire cutters. I've got some thin nose here, little pliers that I can cut with. It depends on how big you make your bow. To me, bigger is better for your wire, just because you're going to have, it depends on how big your bow is, but you don't know what you're tying it onto, or maybe you do. So if it's a large place that you're tying it, you're going to need a big wire. So first of all, what I want to do, what I like to do when I start doing my bows, first of all, I want to cut the end at an angle. There's a reason for this. So we cut that. Now I just kind of throw my spool on the floor because I'm going to be rolling it off as I need it. Now, I told you last week when we did our bows for our wreaths for the windows, tails are pretty important. You make these tails as long as you want. I like them really long because I like for them to swing in the wind if they're outside, or I like to work them back into the wreaths or wherever I'm using them. So make them as long as you'd like. What we want to do, we gather it up and we pinch it, first of all, and then twist it. Everything is going to have a twist. Remember that. Every time we do it, we have a twist. Bring it back around, pinch it again, twist it again. Because this is actually the center of our bow, okay? And what we want to do, we're going to build from the inside out, meaning we're going to start with the smaller hoops and going out, okay? So, this is probably going to be the next little, I'm going to call them hoop just because I don't know of anything else to use. Now, we twist. Every time you join it together, you twist it. So now we're going to make an equal size for this side. We're going to pinch it together. See, they're kind of the same size. We're going to twist it again. Keep growing. A little bit larger. Pinch together and twist. A little larger on this side. I know it's hard for you to see. I'm trying to make this simple. So you just want to kind of the same size as we're growing out. And we're going to twist again. We're going to keep doing that. Next size out. This is real. Can you tell? There's no faking this. Okay, so next one coming out, we're going to twist, holding them together. It's really important. We're going to bring in the next one. See how it's kind of, and it's going to look like this until we finish and start playing with it. So we've got this. We're going to keep twisting. You have to decide how large you want your bow. You need to look at, I'm just going to twist. I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep building as I'm talking, okay? So I'm going to the equal out, twist. See as we're going? You have to decide what size your bow needs to be. You look at what you're going to put it on, whether it's a wreath, whether it's an arrangement inside, whether it's something, you know, you may want it in a centerpiece, you may want for your railing, maybe something small. But when you decide what size you want to make your wreath, and also you got to remember to decide what size, what width your ribbon needs to be, because you don't want, the bow is actually going to be an accent. It's not going to be the most powerful thing that you have. So you need to make sure that you don't overpower with your ribbon, the size of your ribbon, unless I chose to do, this is actually 1.5 inch ribbon, but I chose for my windows, for my wreaths on my windows, I chose a larger bow, and that kind of really is my focal point, because that's all that I've done on my wreaths. But now if you're doing something that you want the bow to be the accent, you don't want that to be the main thing. You don't want them to be large. You want it to be really small. Now, I'm going to do one more, I just want to do one more row here. So, let's go this. We're going to squeeze, we're going to twist. See how we twist? Can you see that? And we're going to bring it back around. We're just letting our ribbon dance all over the porch. Back around, and I'm going to twist one last time, okay? So I've twisted it so it's hanging down. I have my beginning and my end hanging down. Can you see that? Okay. Now, the way I have it as I'm building it, it's just kind of growing on each side. So, what I want to do, I want to take my wire that I've already cut, and it's really important because if you have to cut your wire after you've done this, it's kind of a pain because then you have to let go of something, and you don't want to let go of this because everything's in place. So we want to stick the wire through the center, our center hoop that we started using. We're going to bring it around. So now we're on the back side. We're going to twist. Give it a few twists, and this is what I was talking about. When you use a heavier wire to twist, it doesn't break. It's not so fragile. If you use a less weight, then it's a little more fragile, and once you start twisting, sometimes they'll break. So now we've got this twisted, and we still have enough room on our wire to wrap it around what we need to. This is what I'm telling you is so important when you cut it. Remember what you're wrapping it around. If it's a wreath, you'll know how much you need to use, whether it's a small or a large. If you're wrapping it maybe around a banister with greenery, you may want a larger wire. Larger is always better because you can always cut the ends off, okay? So now this is what we have. It's like, that's not really the finished product, but now the reason I told you to cut at an angle to begin with is because now we're going to cut this tail at an angle, okay? So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to cut it at an angle on the outside. So now that gives us an angle each way. Now here's the simple, it's really simple. It's all really simple, but it's just practice. Okay, we have our center point. Now all you do is just start getting the first two, pull them apart. The next two, pull them apart. The next two, pull them apart. Do this on both sides. Pull apart. The next one, pull apart. Pull apart. You just keep pushing, pulling them, and then shaping them. And then you grab by the wire, look at what you have, and start shaping your bows. Start pulling the little loops, that's what I meant to say, not hoops. Pull your loops where you need them to be. Keeping this in the center, of course, but you're going to be pulling them wherever you need them to be. So then if you're putting them on a wreath or whatever you're putting them on. How is that? How is that? Does that look halfway decent? Does it look like a bow? And remember, we need to pull them to the top as well as to the bottom. Okay? So there's our bow. Twisting. Bringing this. And if you use wired ribbon, you can shape them a lot better, actually, for what you're using them for. Usually wired ribbon you'll want to use inside, or somewhere covered you don't want to put them on the outside. So, now let's put this on a wreath. So what we're going to do, place our bow exactly where we want it on our wreath, whether it's decorated or not. This one happens to be not. Wrap it around the wire. Okay? That's it. Now, let's straighten it up. See what we have. How is that? And you can also, like I said, if you want to push this in, what did I tell you the most important gun is? Glue gun. So you can always put these in here and put a dab of hot glue back here and glue it in. Isn't that great? So, and it's just straightening once you hang it to get the bow in place. Simple bow tying 101. How simple was that? Bow tying is pretty simple. You know, a lot of things in life that look pretty difficult or simple. It's just getting into them and getting started. And it takes practice just like anything else. You know, I always wanted to be an artist. I love the fact of artistic drawings and paintings, whether it's watercolor, oils, I don't care. I love, in my mind, I think I could do that. And someone told me once, Tracy, it doesn't start all at once. You don't learn to be an artist just by wanting to be. Just like everything else in life. We just start and it evolves. And the creativeness kicks in whenever we create. Once again, is beautiful in our sight. So anyway, that's our start to bow tying. And now we're going to move on to Tracy's kitchen. Just a quick little appetizer that we have. This is great. You know what? Dawn and I eat this at night. It's a great snack if we've had a large lunch. It's just a great little finish off in the evening or Christmas Eve. Parties we may be throwing, brunches that we may have. Keep this recipe in mind because it's very simple. And you can make it ahead of time. Put it in the refrigerator, it's ready to go. So, we'll move on to Tracy's kitchen. Let's do the artichoke dip, and I'll see you back in just a minute. Was that enough for you today? We covered a tiny bit of decorating, very small amount of cooking, which we'll probably do more within the next few weeks. It's just a decorating time of the year. Get used to it. We gotta do it. That's who we are. But what a big day we've had. Now, somebody needs to go check on those tomatoes, and that would be me. We are wrapping up our season of tomatoes. 2017 has been a long season for tomatoes. We started harvesting in May, and now we're in December and we're still harvesting. So we've got a few things coming up in the next couple of weeks. We really are wrapping up our season, but we want you to see what we've done over the last year, this last long season. We want to share with you what we've done with our tomatoes, give you some gardening tips. I know it's kind of the wrong time of the year, for the most part, to give you those tips, but we want to share those with you, and we'll continue to share them throughout the year. Don't worry about that. But we want to give you the wrap up on the season. Also, next time we will have more decorating, and also some cooking. But until then, thank you so much for staying tuned with us and coming here to the farm where we live and spend our day and being a part of Appalachian Living on the Farm. But please follow us on Facebook. We will always update. Also tune into YouTube, because we keep our recipes on YouTube. We keep decorating tips on YouTube. You may not want to go back and watch the whole show, and I don't blame you if you don't. But go to YouTube, see each of those videos, and learn, grow with us. We're growing, and we want you to grow with us. Follow us and like us on Facebook. But until then, from Appalachian Living on the Farm, I'm Tracy Fletcher McLaughlin, and I'll see you soon.